Hello everyone, I'm Chester44, also known as Fly, and welcome to this Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Last episode, we went around the camp and spoke to everyone, all of our companions, see how they're doing after gaining all those powers. With that settled, now it's time for us to actually head out and take care of things. We will deal with your spells later. Onwards, we will go. And let's see. Oh, geez, we do need to rest. I take it back. If we need to rest, because I just noticed some of us are actually fatigued. So we'll do a rest first. Let me adjust your spells. I'll give you protection from evil as that slot. Let's see. Cure light wounds, a couple of those, and a couple of blesses is fine. Level 2. Protection from evil communal you have. And a couple cure moderate wounds and a couple of those. And level 3, as nice as prayer is, we don't need that many. Dispel magic could be useful in the future. Archon's aura. That could be useful since you're a melee fighter. And a cure serious wounds. Right, so if we are all... Oh, what is this? A message for the commander. A knight in simple armor lowers his voice. I'm the Queen's bodyguard. She sent me to tell you she's arrived at camp incognito as planned. You can find her where the minor knightly orders are camped. Come if you wish to speak with her. Tell Her Majesty I will come at once. Certainly. Oh, right. Alright, so if the Queen is here... Let's see. Canabras' soldiers. Ah! Over here. Next to Ulbrig. Well, I'm sure the chieftain will understand her being incognito. Queen Galfrey nods to you cordially. Her armor is plain and unadorned. As promised, I entered the ranks incognito along with a few bodyguards. I have introduced myself as Kitrain, an old friend of yours. I am a knight of a minor order, the Green Crows. We shall see how long it takes Anevia to sniff me out. Why did you decide to join the Crusade after all? Oh, because I have a curious mind, and I am quite unable to sit and do nothing for long. The Queen smiles, but then grows serious. You ask a difficult question. I must remain as safe as possible. My death or abduction would sow chaos among our forces. However, I am not only a queen, I am also a paladin of Iomedae. It is not in my nature to sit in a palace with my sword sheathed. In a manner of speaking, your request was simply a convenient excuse for me to be where I belong, crusading against the demon hordes. Besides, I am curious to see if my new knight commander in action. I have a question for you as well. Why did you wish me to join you on the crusade? Let's see. I'm glad to have the glorious Crusader Queen at my side. Well, that's a fair enough motive. The camaraderie of combat, fighting shoulder to shoulder. For a warrior, such things are priceless. Why did you entrust me with Daeron? The Queen smiles. I saw such a wonderful opportunity to teach the Count a lesson and just couldn't resist. Honestly, I expected you to dismiss him forthwith. The Count would have been forced to return to court a laughingstock. It would have been a truly sobering experience. There is nothing more disgraceful for a Mendavian nobleman than to be discharged like that. Daeron Arende. He was such a lovely child. His mother, Lady Selena, was one of the most gracious people I have ever met. She was amiable yet decorous, and truly kind. Bonds of kinship among the nobility are on the whole highly practical, and only useful for forming alliances. But Countess Arende managed to become a true member of my family. I suppose that is why I spent so much time believing your son to be a better person than he actually was. His company is a heavy burden. Still, I must admit that I am quite pleased that you decided to keep him on as a companion. There is a small chance that once he has had a true taste of the Crusade life, the Count will finally cease to mock the Crusaders as cynically as he is wont to do. You've given me an army and the title of Knight Commander to a stranger. Why? Because for 100 years I have protected my lands, trying to drive the demon horde back into the abyss. I have tried every right and rational method. The queen affords herself a brief grim smirk. My armies have been led by the greatest generals, even Iomede's angels. My goddess's herald created the wardstones for us. We have tasted victory more than once, but we have failed to close the world wound. As for you, do not call yourself a stranger. You are the savior of Canabris. Hundreds of its people saw the power that descended upon you and turned the demons to dust. It's the sign they've waited for decades. A sign for all loyal hearts and followers of Iomade. The time has come. Hope has been rekindled in the hearts of my subjects thanks to you. Hope is a priceless resource. I had no choice but to give it wings. How does it feel living for so long beyond all natural limits? You're over 100 years old, my queen, aren't you? I shall answer thus. The decision to prolong my life was not mine. It was the decision of the Church of Iomade. The Sun Orchid elixirs have been paid for by the Church. The priests determined that I was needed in these dark times, both as a ruler and a chosen paladin of Iomade. I accepted their decision and the great responsibility it entails. May I ask you a personal question? I've learned so much about Queen Galfrey from chronicles and legends, but what about the other Queen Galfrey? The one that the historians and bards cannot see? The queen smiles faintly. That Galfrey is an old woman weighed down by a great burden. But she has not lost her passion, and she will make the feathers fly when the time comes. Well, it's good to see that you're still so full of life despite your advanced age. Excuse me, I have lost any interest in continuing this conversation. Odd thing. You called it the sign they've been waiting for, but I take it you were reserving judgment. Your question seems to catch the queen off balance. A strange spark flashes in her eyes. When Aradin perished and Iomade took over his legacy, I was among the first to serve the new goddess. I helped restore her church from the ashes left by the chaos after Aradin's death. Since then, I have served the inheritor loyally and truthfully. I like to believe that I have earned the blessing of my goddess. The queen's voice is surprisingly ardent. After I learned of what happened at Canabris, when I met you at the Defender's Heart, I had so many questions. Is it true that what happened was Iomede's work? Why did she give this power to someone unknown rather than one of her most loyal followers? Could it be that my faith has grown weak, and I don't recognize the deeds of my goddess even when they are happening right in front of me? Is the goddess somehow testing me? Those doubts were like poison. But I refused to let them poison me. I gave you an army, declared you Knight Commander, and accepted you as I would anyone chosen by the goddess. Alright then. Anyway, we clearly need to rest because our people are tired. And now that I think about it, I'm going to reposition some of these things, spells and the like. Let's see. Prescient attack will be very useful. I'll keep that. Instrument of Freedom. Bolt deals damage to enemies, and on allies, it charges their attacks. Okay, I'll put that there. I don't think I'm necessarily going to be using an Inevitable Fate, so I'll put it down there. And as for any spells I think I may use, let's see. I still need to test that one out. There's some fire spells, and there's all of those. Next, I'll put Mirror Image up there, and Shield as well. And I am also going to get a little bit of a block from there, and there. Ah, Blur as well. So those are my buffs, those are my range, those are my melee. Oh, wait, hold on. Scorching Ray 2.
We do it my way.
Okay. Let's go ahead and rest. Let's see. You are our best. And I'll just put someone down to assist. There. And Glowing Croissant. Fully restores HP. Don't care that much about that. Bonus on saving throws. Yeah, that seems fine. Yes, cleric boy, the weather graph for the wound looks exactly as I described. Excellent work. But what informational value do the flowers and little people add? They are allegorical depictions of the times of year and the cardinal directions. Sometimes symbols tell us more than numbers alone. Nice of him. Alright, that's taken care of. And now we can exit. And I am going to not take you, and I am instead going to take you and you. That seems fine by me, because we will need you. Let's do that, that, and that. That'll be fine. And now we are out here. Oh, good. I can give you your, mythic one. You can use the abilities of your domains as a swift action. That is not what I am going to do. You are a healer. And as such, you are going to take Boundless Healing. That said, welcome to the Crusade. We have an entire new mode to deal with here. Yes, I know we can control our armies, and I will explain this. So, we have two armies here that can be merged together, and indeed they do need to be. You are going to join up with our main army here. Just like this. This will be our main army. And we need a general. And I see exactly who I'm going to take. Setsuna Sly. He is probably one of the best ones you can have as a general. Yes, I will recruit him. And we'll make this army Setsuna's Wrath. They are our main force. This army will go out and fight against other demons that we find all over the place, which shouldn't be too hard. But that's not all we can do. We can also recruit more, which we kind of do need to do, and I will do just that. We also need to buy some resources so that we can afford them. Oh, damn it. Uh, 2,000. There we go. And then we take all of the archers. And this army will go and join this army. And now we have a nice-sized army. One that will march forward to take care of anyone we can. Okay, we know about that. The enemies are retreating. Pursue them and fight? No, we will let them flee. Here's the thing. I'll explain that in a minute. Okay, Crusade morale, I'll get into that. Having defeated a band of cultists who had driven the captives from Canabras and made the ruins of Valis' gift their temporary base, the commander's army celebrates its first triumph. Unfortunately, the demon worshippers have killed all the citizens and gathered their belongings into a huge pile in the middle of the camp. So, to explain, we have our army with all of these soldiers. It has a skill. It has a level of 4. Other armies can have smaller amounts. 1, for example. This one has 4. If our army is vastly overwhelming them, we just immediately win and defeat them, not having to do any fight. If they're more equal, like this one, then we do actually have to do the fight. Ravage campsite, and that's as far as we can go. We can only go so far every day. This is something we'll be doing. That said, we can go to Martyr Zacharias' cemetery right here. Let's do just that. Except, we just had another day pass. So, let's clear out this one. The The site of an old battle between the Crusaders and demons is still strewn with thousands of corpses. The stench of death hangs thick in the air while the survivors lurch around the battlefield looting whatever they can. The dead, after all, won't need their trinkets and keepsakes anytime soon. And this one we actually have to fight. It's a much tougher group, but I think we'll be able to take care of them. And it's a much different kind of fight. Alright, so... yes, I know about that. The general can use various actions himself to do things, which I shall. Let's take out these giant flies. And the archers fire as well. You can finish off these flies. Down goes one group. You can't do very much. This may not have been a wise idea. I should not have done this fight. Please hold. Right, so that demon army is a little stronger than we can really deal with at the moment. We'll deal with some others. Like this one. Crusaders stumbled upon a group of ragged and exhausted scouts. They had set out on a patrol mission deep into the World Wound. But then when Canabras was attacked, they found themselves cut off and surrounded by demons. Surviving in such hostile conditions was not easy, but the scout spirits remained high and they readily joined the commander's forces. Having defeated the enemy, the Crusaders scatter across the battlefield in search of trophies. The officers keep an eye on the process so that all the valuable trophies go to the treasury and do not end up in the pockets of lucky soldiers. And, you know what? You can join in and you'll be able to do a little bit of something. And we can continue on a bit further. I think we'll clear out this direction. There we go. The Crusaders duly punished a group of mercenaries who had become enticed by demonic gold and turned their blades against their former allies. Those who reject the blessing of the benevolent gods and succumb to the temptation of sin deserve death. And death they got. Justice has been served, and the clerics feel that the gods are satisfied with this outcome. And Setsuna has leveled up. We can give him a new ability. Cause Fear, Shield of Faith, Bless, or Bane. I'll go with Bless. And you can continue on for these. Let me drop a save first. Alright, let's see if we can take this one out. Oh, they flee. Alright. The traitors who defected to the enemy's side at Canabras are dead. Nerosian expresses its deepest gratitude to the commander. And we'll see if we can deal with this one. It's not too many. We can probably take it out. Alright, and we have all of these places to go. Including... you know what? Let's look at the map. Let's look at the map overall. So, we're over here, down here. There is a lot to the west. We're not going to deal with that now. But we're marching northwards. We've got... Sela is over here. And... Sociels is right over here. We've got an unknown location here. An unknown location here. Unknown location here. There's Chili Creek. We're supposed to visit Jernog there. The Nameless Ruins with Nenio over there. Up here we have Current Glen and Heaven's Edge. And there's Dresden, our ultimate goal. We will make our way there to take it down. We have little else to do. So... we've made it to Martyr Zacharias' ceremony. And I tell you what, I am going to end this episode here. Next episode, we'll take a look in Martyr Zacharias' cemetery and see what we can take care of there. Probably do the Houndheart campsite after. That'll be in the next episode. So until then, I am Chestic44, also known as Falai. That is me, Sela, Camellia, Sociel, Lan, and Nenio. This has been a Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous, and I shall see you all next time.